Hey YouTube, my name's Tubby Geezer. I just finished playing Tomb Raider 2013, and I wanted to let you know that this game is rough. This game is difficult. I played it on hard, so obviously I'm a little biased, but this game is unnecessarily difficult at points it doesn't need to be. It hamstrings you into using certain weapons because they're the only thing powerful enough to do the job. Basically, this game tries to be about half a dozen different things, and fails pretty spectacularly at all of them. If they'd pick 2 or 3 things, shooter, puzzle game, platformer, a tomb raiding game, a variety of other things. If they'd picked any of those, that would actually be better. If they'd done 1 or 2 of those instead of 4, 5, 6, maybe I'm forgetting a couple. But basically they tried to do all of it, and the mechanics are clunky, and it goes from being beautiful, like nearly open world feeling, to corridors of tons of enemies where they go, here's a grenade launcher, oh, by the way, here's 40 enemies that you can't kill with anything but this grenade launcher because you'll get swarmed too fast. The game's beautiful. The story's not bad, but I'm not gonna lie, the last 2 hours I pretty much skipped every cutscene because I was so tired of running up a section, climbing a wall, running across a section, climbing down a wall, and not having any options. At the beginning, there was these kind of open areas where you could definitely move around and take alternate paths, but as the game went on, you would see these open areas and there would be 3 or 4 paths, and you'd be like, oh, I want to take these, but only one would be open, the one you were supposed to go on. Try to go to the others, they had mechanics you hadn't unlocked yet, and I don't want to go too deep into it because it's spoilery, but basically it's like you could upgrade your tool kit. Think of Batman's utility belt. And this one you could go on because you had X item. So as soon as you go down there, you come back and they're like, oh yeah, hey, here's the thing. Now you can go to path B. Well, I wanted to go to path B before. Maybe I can go to C or D now. Nope. You've got to do path B and come back with that thing, and we'll give you a new item to go to C. So it became very fetch questy, like an MMO. Like, go bring us 6 bear asses, although it was more like bring us some rope, or bring us a pulley, or bring us tools. And at that point the story felt so forced. You knew what was going to happen half an hour ahead of when it happened, and yet all the characters in the game acted surprised. So when you get to cutscenes and you're like, oh my god, this is what's about to happen, and then it does, and everyone acts surprised, you're like, no, you guys knew that because there was stuff you picked up that you read about it, and you knew this was going to happen. In fact, I won't spoil it, but one of the biggest things at the end of the game, kind of one of the biggest moments, you pretty much knew or had a pretty good idea was going to happen 2 hours in. Anyway, that said, Tomb Raider is the beginning of a series. I'm going to be playing the next 2, and I'll be giving them fair reviews as well, but I wanted to do this one because and I should say I'm playing it on PC too. Keyboard controls were a bastard. It was like having me hold down my middle mouse button while holding E for stuff, and so I can't say for anything for controller controls, but the keyboard controls were pretty bad, and it's not like I could have rebound. It was just the way the sort of quick time event-y nature of the game is. But yeah, that being said, I'm not going to do like 4 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I would say that this is a game, if you can find it on sale for a few bucks and you want to buy it because you're looking into starting these 3 most recent Tomb Raider games, sure. If you've got 6 to 12 hours to waste, depending on how much you explore and that kind of stuff, and you want to get like backstory, because this is basically Lara Croft's backstory, her origins, sure, buy it for $5 or $10. Don't pay $30, please. It's not, it just doesn't hold up. The controls are clunky. They feel like something from 2006, not 2013. And graphics are beautiful, but if that's what you want, watch a movie. Cheaper. I wish I could recommend it. I love Square Enix, and I mean, I love the Tomb Raider franchise. I played some of the earlier ones, but this one just fell real short in my eyes. Anyway, that's enough of me ranting. As always, feel free to make your own judgments. That's perfectly fine. If you want to not believe me and buy it, I hope you love it. I really do. I will say one thing. If you're like me and you like hard difficulties, don't. Play it on normal. Normal's probably hard enough. Hard is like you get 4-shot by people with automatic weapons when there are 16 of them and they are all around you. Don't play it on hard. The tactic I found on hard that was the best was just to rapid fire my bow at things, because it would scare them and they'd stop shooting. Anyway, yeah, that's Tomb Raider. Not the worst game I've ever played, but compared to a lot of the games I've played on the channel recently, pretty rough. Thank you guys. Hope someone learned something from watching this, and like I said, if you do buy it, I hope you love it. Just giving you a heads up, fair warning that yeah, it's a little bit rough. Doesn't hold up so well after 5 years. Anyway, thanks guys. I will see you later. Hopefully see you on Twitch. Stop by sometime, twitch.tv/TubbyGeezer, or go to my Twitter. It's twitter.com/TubbyGeezer, and hang out. We play all sorts of games. It'll be a good time. See you later.